Provocatively outspoken reality show contestant and columnist Katie Hopkins dishes out insults online.
Fat women of the UK, please do not feel compelled to vote for the fat woman on Strictly. That is not democracy.
But she's happy to take abuse without complaining, even when someone threatens to kill her children. The Twitter user who wrote this told me he only did so to prove words can hurt.
We can't pick up the phone and ring for the police just because we've been a bit offended. People don't wish you actual bodily harm. What they lack is a vocabulary with which to express themselves. And what you need to feel for those people is pity. And that's how I feel about Twitter trolls.
Nicola Brooks, on the other hand, forced Facebook to identify the internet troll who was abusing her.
There are people that know what they're doing is wrong. There is a clear, defined line. They know what they're doing is wrong, and they do it anyway.
Internet abuse has already led to prosecutions. This student who made racist comments about a footballer after he'd had a heart attack was jailed for 56 days. A man and a woman who bombarded a feminist campaigner with threats were jailed for 8 and 12 weeks respectively. The maximum sentence is currently 6 months. Now Justice Secretary Chris Grayling wants the maximum sentence increased to up to 2 years in jail. The police to have up to 3 years to bring prosecutions, rather than just 6 months. And the new laws would apply to anyone sending menacing messages via the internet, social media or mobile phones.
People can't just hide behind the comfort of a screen and a false username and think that they can issue rape threats to people, death threats, and a whole variety of other awful things that they wish to inflict on people, and then just think that they can step back and be immune from justice.
Policing cyberspace will inevitably take resources away from regular duties. One former commissioner of the Met says they have to move with the times.
I fully understand how difficult this is going to be because you want patrolling bobbies, you don't want bobbies sitting behind screens. But I think it is a huge challenge, and so much of people's lives is now lived connected to that world that the police are going to find themselves having to investigate this sort of material.
But there are those who argue that new laws aren't needed and the internet companies should do more to regulate their own sites.
I think it's draconian, I think it's over the top, and I think effectively it would be an attack on free speech. There's no need for that at all. All we need to do is get rid of anonymity on Twitter. No one should be allowed to use a false name.
Chloe Madeley was threatened this week on Twitter because of comments on rape made by her mother, Judy Finnegan. The family say they back new legislation as well as regulation of social networks. Ian Woods, Sky News.